Hey, yo, you know what time it is. Boss up, baby. With Boss Up with K. We back with another one. I got a great video for you. Help you level up the 9 to 5 rat race. We're going to stack this bread. We're going to use our 9 to 5, finance the business, or we're going to use these gig apps to finance our lives, get us out the hole, get us in a better situation, and continues to grow. Use these gig apps like these for side situations, extra income. But if you do not have a main gig, if you got laid off, I know the economy is rough right now. I'm going to show you how to at least try to make a full-time income, somewhere where you can make 1,500 to $1,000 to 1,500 a week doing this. Now that is before fuel and all that stuff, so just be mindful when I give these projections. This is before you do your deductions for mileage and gas and everything else you got to do. But when you see the title, you see the thumbnail, what we're talking about is catering apps today. Catering apps can get you paid a lot more money than just doing the regular DoorDash. Why? Because it's large food orders. The bigger the volume order, the bigger the load, the more money you're going to make in most cases, except for medical courier. Because, them tiny, small specimens can pay you a lot of money because, it's important and stuff. But you got to get trained for that. You got to be able to, have the proper certifications. But catering is a lot less barrier entry. But when you have the lower barrier entry, everybody can get in. It gets oversaturated and the pay starts to go down. But with these large catering orders, you got to be able to read. You got to be able to navigate. You got to be able to set up the spaces. So just not anybody can do these. I mean, of course, it's always put. Your video was too close. Okay. And as always, put down your city and state, because as I go through these companies, I'm going to actually show you about 10 or 12 companies that do catering apps, how to sign up, how much they're paying, some do's and don'ts, how old you got to be to do these jobs and everything. So as I go through these, go ahead and comment down your city and state on the comment section in the live, and then we're going to see, what's in your area and see what we got going on. Hiram. All right, Diana, how am I doing? So I got this new feature where I'm doing the vertical and horizontal features. So I'm not sure how close up I am, but it's all good because we about to get into the real information. So some of these key takeaways from this course, delivering apps and catering apps. DoorDash has a catering app. Uber Eats has a catering app. Some of these kind of mix and match regular food deliveries, like you just go into Chick-fil-A and pick up a meal versus a large order. So don't get confused when I give some of these names. Some of these can do both. So just be mindful of that. And then, at the same time, some of these companies are not in every single state. Location matters. Hiram, Georgia's a lot up there. Shout out to you, Diana. You are very close. I can't see you, just the back. Just the back. Interesting. Okay. I see myself. Kind of weird. Let's see how this looks on my phone real quick. Now you got me interested in seeing how this look real quick. Seeing how this look. How this look. I look good. There go me. I'm kind of on the side right there. Yeah, I look good. Maybe that's the horizontal way. Anyway, what up, though? This Sean, my guy. So let's get into the good stuff, man. The juicy stuff. See how to get applying. See how much these folks paying, man. Oh, I ain't bringing on the stage yet. Oh, my bad, guys. That I ain't set up like I'm supposed to be set up. I ain't set up like I'm supposed to be set up. Though. I'm set up now, though. Let's get it. Let's get it. First one, deliver that. Yeah. So you can see on the photos, they got these large box orders. And I worked in for a couple of companies doing some IT work, man. I'm always help you, Deshaun. Go ahead and put down your city and state. I think you in Dallas, if I ain't mistaken. But go ahead and put down your city where you at. You about to move. We're doing Uber Eats right now. Hey, Uber Eats is good money. It's lunch. Was it lunchtime? What time is it? Yeah, it's coming up on lunchtime. But this is a great time, Diana, to do these catering apps because when I worked for a couple of law firms and come to office buildings, around 10:30, 11 is when they came in and set up the catering for the staff for the day. And these come in with a wagon, set all the food up, make it looking real nice, presentable. Sometimes they had a deal where we had some like office staff had to help like set it up. They just dropped it off. So it all depends on the company and what rules they allow on setup. Every company is different. Only company I did for I sold it was for Foodja. I did a catering order for them, and GrubHub. I did a catering order for them, and yeah, I had to go in and set up, put the trays up there. I didn't have to light any of those little sternos, the little candle things you put under the food trays. But sometimes I've seen some of the catering orders have to actually do that as well. That's crazy. My boy in Brooklyn, BK, you go to that whole show, Deshaun? What that boy Hove was hitting on, man. All right. So we out here riding around and get it. We got these people out here getting money today. So we got DeliverThat. Become a restaurant partner. If you got your own restaurant, you can do that. Or you can this might be a little for boy, it just hit me. My mind just started clicking real quick. I know we talking about catering and everything, but it said you become a restaurant partner. What's stopping you from being somebody who can just know how to cook real well? Put get you a virtual office, have these people come pick up the orders from your office, and you can just be doing a private catering job out your house and start getting orders. This might be a little business opportunity. 'Cause I know some people that can cook and doing some things, but they just don't know how to put everything together. I know how to put something together. How to get the money. I had them cook and then had these other people come in and do the catering, like a ghost kitchen, like on DoorDash and Uber Eats. Y'all see those ghost kitchens? I'm gonna have a ghost catering service. All right. Never mind. So don't steal my idea, guys. I'm gonna work that out. All right. So drivers, you come here at the top right there. I ain't even showing the screen. I get the screen back popping though. And then for drivers here, where's the drivers tab? There it is, driver app. And then built for drivers, iOS, become a driver. Ain't much about pay. I know at one point I was seeing $40 a delivery, pretty much. Delivery probably take you about an hour to pick up food, set up, and then get back to the next restaurant. Probably less than that, depending on the city. Most of the time, you're doing this during lunchtime, so it's not a lot of traffic. You're not doing like the morning rush or the afternoon rush. And then professional network, higher pay, delivery over 30. Yeah, cool, smooth. How you give them discounts on gas? Yeah. And then here you go, Amy. So there's that. I'm gonna dig too deep in these. You can see, yeah, this is what I had to do here, coming in, picking up. Like I say, there's plenty of people on YouTube already doing these DeliverThat jobs, so you can check them boys out. Moving right along. Oh shit, what I do? Moving right along, we got Foodja, like a food ninja. I'm a food ninja, I guess. You can start a meal prep video. Exactly. My man Deshaun is picking up what I'm putting down. Yeah, man. Start a meal prep business off the catering. And then use these apps to expand your customer base and have customers find you. That's how you use these apps as marketing tools. But here's Food Ninja, Foodja, 18 weekday lunch availability, start earning. The great thing about gig apps, you can do it when you want to. You're not, hold to a schedule. If you got something to do that day, you got to pick your kids up. You got to take there. You got to go to the doctor. You're tired. Feel like going today. You can hit it as much, and the next day you can work 10 hours, 12 hours, and one day you can work 1 hour. So, gig apps, these things give you the freedom, but it's not guaranteed income. You never know what you're going to make one day from the other. So, having a more stable income like a business and where you can kind of project your revenue more consistently is a better thing, or guaranteed routes. But like I said, mixing and matching it in between with these catering orders will get you paid. Moving right along, we got DoorDash. DoorDash has a catering service for business, DoorDash for businesses, and catering, meal budgets, meal managers. Yeah, okay, cool. So you can pretty much feed your staff on a weekly or daily basis through them. Zero delivery fees. What's the catch on that? But we trying to, I guess, but I guess you be a driver through this through the normal DoorDash. Let's see if we can figure out how to get the dashing. But I feel like, yeah, that's the same deal. You more than likely go through this through the main DoorDash driver portal. Probably have to do some specialized training with this. If anybody did DoorDash catering, drop a comment below. Let me know. Yeah. Hey, you said it, not me, but I kind of agree. I don't know about losers. Now, I know plenty of people make $500 a night doing DoorDash. You know, they got themselves a little Prius, a little small little car, good on gas. This is one YouTuber I saw. He's going around to all 50 states and see if he can make $500 a night. So I don't think that makes you a loser. But you do have, it is for people with, you don't have to have a skill set, but ever know how to drive and read. So it's kind of, like I said, low barrier of entry means low pay. But I wouldn't call people losers for doing that, bro. That's kind of mean, man. All right, moving right along. Hungry. I'm getting kind of hungry myself, man. I went and grabbed breakfast this morning around 7 o'clock. I ain't finished all of it. But I'm going to go back and eat that. So we got delivery happening. Here's hungry.com. Let's see the cities they serve: Atlanta, Austin, Denver, New York, and even in Canada. So they got most of the main major cities. Anybody want to comment their city and state? You know, we got Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. And then you got Brooklyn on here. The closest to New York looks like Toronto. Yeah. Or Boston, Massachusetts. Philadelphia. Philadelphia's kind of close to New York. I didn't really realize how, when I drove up to New York a couple years ago, how close those cities are to each other. DC, Philly, and New Jersey and New York, all within a short 4-hour drive of each other. We got Fort Lauderdale in the house. Is Fort Lauderdale? Yeah, we got Miami. Miami's on here. Let's see how we get to driving for hungry. In case anybody hungry, you want to do it. Join a team, become a vendor, become a captain. Last mile logistics. Efficient last mile delivery done right. Here we go. Select, collect price, add on. Let's see how to get to driving with these guys. You know, I'm trying to help y'all out. So we're going to go through this contact page. I'm going to have you guys reach out to them and see exactly how you get to driving. Oh, Hungry owns all these people. Cook Unity. I did Cook Unity. I was delivering those prepackaged meals. You ever see what people do a subscription to get their own meals sent to their house? Cook Unity was the company that cooked up the meals, and I kind of slipped one of those meals in my bag one day. Let me just try one of these meals out. It was like a barbecue chicken with macaroni and cheese. It was hidden. I mean, hitting real good. I might have to try this Cook Unity program out. But yeah, that was a cool little gig. And most of the people in that area who did those meal preps, those prepackaged meal preps, stayed in nice areas. You kind of had to have some money to afford it. So I was going to some pretty nice areas and going out into some more suburb areas, some big houses. But that was a pretty cool little gig. I did that like 3 days a week, and then every alternate Saturdays, like 2 to 3 hours. It's a cool little gig doing those prepackaged meals. But we talking about catering. You're talking about catering. Next, we don't do EzCater. So EzCater, another app. Let's see how we get the drive-in form, become a restaurant partner. Download the app. I think there's an actual separate app. I did have a separate EzCater app. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's go to Google driver. Yeah, I think it's a separate app for the driver, or they used LinkedIn ads to find. Yeah, man, you got EzCater. Okay, EzCater careers. Ain't trying to be no career. They're trying to drive. All right, they might have switched their situation around. Might be more difficult to find how to drive for them. I say it's been about 2 years since I did an order with them. But like I said, I got paid like a $45 order and then another $35 order the same day. EzCater was pretty smooth, man, pretty smooth. My man said, K, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. And then anybody else want to comment their city and state while we're watching this, going through these websites, go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and do that now. Moving right along, we got Foodja, not to be confused with Foodja, but Foodja is another one. And we going in, and we're going to figure out how we can get the rocking and rolling with these guys too. So many companies. Everybody got careers. Like they're trying to hire people in the back office to become a restaurant partner. They're going to make sure you be a restaurant partner. But I believe the thing is with these is with the oversaturation with the catering businesses, they're having problems with onboarding actual companies, actual restaurants to get on board. So I think that may be the issue with some of these places. They don't have enough restaurants to get orders, so they're not really onboarding or letting us know how to become a driver as easily as some of the other ones, which I do not like. I'm gonna go to Korea, but I doubt it. Korea is like more for the corporate, in-house management, IT, marketing, all that good stuff. But Foodja is another one. Moving right along, we got ChowNow, Chow BBs. You have to drive more high value catering, turn the revenue. So this is a new one for me. I just did this one, found this one as I'm doing the research. Oh shit. So this one is a new one for me. So I'm thinking actually ChowNow is not a standard delivery app, but more of a conglomerate of all the catering apps and how you can get on. But become a ChowNow affiliate. I think I'll do that. Our program makes it easy to juice restaurant. Yeah. So I think that's what they're more needing now, especially these new startups like DeliverThat. This one been around for a while. So they got, restaurants in their network. They got plenty of drivers in their network. They're good. Foodja as well. Of course, DoorDash always been good. But some of these other obscure ones, they need some help. So it's an opportunity to make some money here by doing some different things, not just delivering apps, but actually signing up restaurants to do it. So as you doing your, Uber Eats, catering, doing your thing, and you come across a restaurant who is not a ChowNow restaurant, say, hey, I got an opportunity to get your, product out and get your catering out to more customers, and you keep a better profit. You got to sell it a little bit, whether it's true or not. Set it a little bit and say, hey, you can sign up for this company and get more money, and then you get some affiliate income from here. I don't know how much they're paying on the affiliate income. I'm gonna sign up. I'm gonna do this. I'm always networking. I'm always out and about. And then let's see, delivery integration. So yeah, this is a interesting website. But take notes. Like I said, this is called Boss Up with K. We bossing up together. So many things I don't know about, so many things you do know about, and we're gonna learn and make some money on and come up about this thing together. All right, here goes Zerocater. Now, this is an AI-based catering platform. And it looks like they deal with a wide range of different food types: Chinese, Italian, seafood. It's more corporate catering. So everybody been to a function or a situation where they had the food laid out for you. You go around and pick it up, just like this. Corporate cafeterias, events, catering. Yeah, they do it all. But how do we get the rolling for them? Or they even taking drivers? We got cities we feed: Los Angeles, Boston, Austin. We had Fort Lauderdale checking in. Anybody else want to comment down there, city and state? Where you at, Tawana? Shout out to Tawana. I know you in Hiram, Diana. Anybody else? Oh, we got Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, I ain't seen my man. My man, it's them. Cleveland in Ohio, in Ohio. All right, let me see. I got a map right there. There's a map. Now, they ain't in Ohio. Closer, they got Chicago. They are in Atlanta. Atlanta got everything. I have never seen a place not in Atlanta, unless they're like more regional type situations. Okay. Oh, you looking at it on the phone? Okay, I didn't even see. I got this thing where I can tell how people are looking at it. So yeah, Diana, you looking at it on the phone, so that's why I may be super close up like that. Okay, I get it now. Let's see what's going on, and then everybody else looking at it, I guess, on something else. I don't know. Iowa City, Mobile, Alabama. Okay, I did see something with Alabama earlier. But damn, I don't know. Fuck, you get the driving for these folks though. See if we can finesse something real quick. We can finesse partners local. Yeah, nah, they ain't got nothing on the driver tip. Nothing on the driver situation, man. I'd be surprised how many people don't know how to use like Google and stuff, like just average look up information. I was, dealing with some of my younger partners in their early 30s and stuff. I'm like, bro, y'all don't know how to. I mean, everybody's Chat GPT now. I don't even. Everybody skip Google. People call my business my office suites. I'm like, how'd you hear about ECO suites? Oh, Chat GPT. I Chat GPT'd it. Okay. All right. But ChatGPT don't give them all the information. I really wish people just Google. And but I see like ChatGPT is going to start doing ads. I've got a prediction. Just like Google, you can like do Google ads and promote your business on Google and find my business on Google. I think ChatGPT is going to start doing that, man. Hey, always looking at YouTube. Me too. You got YouTube Premium. I never had to make that investment. I watch YouTube too much. I can't do them ads. I messed around and went to my other channel that's not premium. I was like, why are these ads popping up? Oh, what's going on? It was crazy, man. I don't see how people do it with all those ads, man. It's well worth that $12.99 if you watch a lot of YouTube. I don't even watch regular TV outside of sports. It's all the tube. All right, moving right along, we got CaterCow. I'm going to put this back on the screen. Bye-bye. Let's see if we can find something for Mobile, the homie Tawana. Pretty simple. Let's see what we got going on here. And they doing Trash Panda. What kind of name is that? Trash Panda. Moe's. They in Denver, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, Miami, Philly, Salt Lake. I'm sorry, no Bama on this one. They're not in Bama. Let's see how we get to driving. But they do not make it easy to find drivers. Why? Y'all don't want nobody delivering y'all stuff? Join as a restaurant partner. They're gonna make you join as a restaurant partner, but I don't see Join as a driver, guys. Striking out on here. Striking out on some of these newer catering apps. Of course, GrubHub. I know what that GrubHub now. I did this before. I think didn't Uber buy out GrubHub? I believe so. Let me see. Click on this. If it takes us to Uber. No, I didn't. All right, so here's GrubHub for drivers. Actually found one guy. Hey. Where my thing at? I can do this. Hold up. What it said? Let me do it real quick. All right, I found one. Earn cash for GrubHub. Competitive pay scheduling. Get a valid driver's license. Of course, you can do a bike, phone with service. Can't be on Wi-Fi. Have a phone with a data plan. You know how some of y'all get, man. I've got some of my young homies that just hang around the office up. I got another homie like, hey man, I gotta send your driveway real quick, man. I gotta use your Wi-Fi to make this call before I make my next destination. I said, dang, bro. Get you a Boost Mobile $35 a month plan, man. Stop trying to be all fancy with these new iPhones and everything. And get you a plan you can afford. It is crazy how many people just working off of Wi-Fi. But you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I understand the struggle. Sometimes. All right. So driver accounts. So this is the driver's GrubHub. Download the driver app and get it rolling. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Most of the apps are just kind of just okay. You know, like I said, ones that has a lot of drivers on it. Of course, the pay is not going to be as good. I appreciate you tapping in with me, Diana. First time seeing you in my comments or on the live. I appreciate you being here. You're a real one. And we got EzCater. We got EzCater again. I did EzCater already. I'm going to do EzCater again. Yeah, I did them guys already. Are they on there twice? But I'm not sure. And here's another one called Owner. Give restaurants the same tech. What is this? This got nothing to do with that. I still get on my thing. Okay, here's Uber. Large group order. So Uber Eats does large group orders. What restaurants fulfill large group orders? These orders can be placed with designated box catering restaurants. You can find participating restaurants on the Uber Eats app by browsing box catering. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. I ain't did Uber Eats in a while because the last time I did Uber Eats, I had to go up 3 flights of stairs, through the rain, uphill both ways, and only made $4. And he tipped me $2. I made $6. But it took about 30 minutes. And I had to get through the gate. It took like 15 minutes to get through the gate. I'm like, bro, if I ain't delivering to a house, I hate doing Uber Eats. I just want to pull up, drop the thing on their doorstep, take a picture, and bounce, man. Going through gate codes. Ooh, I hate apartments like that with a passion. And that's mostly what's in Atlanta these days. You got to get through a gate. Then once you get to the gate, then you got to get another gate where the building is. So each building has their own gate. And then once you get up to the floor, then some got key cards. You can't even get up to the floor unless you got the. Well, you come down and get your food, man. That's how I am, man. Come get your food, man. Some people feel so entitled by their little delivery app fee, like they really making some money. Like, yeah, you come on up, man. You're doing none of that. And then always, no tip, no trip. I want you guys to always do this. This is the rule I live by. Of any the food delivery app, but ain't no tip attached to that order. Ain't no trip. You guys go to restaurants all the time. See plenty of bags just sitting there of food when nobody's picking them up. I wonder who takes the L on that. Did the restaurant? Yeah, take the L on that. When food never gets picked up, they sit there for 30, 40 minutes. What happens with that kind of stuff? But yeah, that's Uber. Uber does large orders. You just gotta pick the box catering tab. All right, so that's it. That's the 2468. That's a 10 right there. But I do got one more. This is gonna scare you guys. Hear a little doom and gloom. Boom. This one is called Wings. Now, this company does food, grocery and essentials, but they're using drone technology. Boom. Now, this is going to be putting a lot of drivers out of business. These drones, you already see Walmart has a bunch of them, Amazon has a few, but now some of these smaller companies are getting the technology and getting out there, and yeah, you get your medicine airlifted to you in 30 minutes or less. Great story. But yeah, man, let's see where they at. What locations they in. They in Atlanta, of course, everything's Atlanta. Charlotte, Dallas, Houston, and then coming soon, Cincinnati, Memphis, Miami, New Orleans, Philly, Phoenix, Salt Lake, San Francisco, and the Tampa areas, and some more metro areas, man. So yeah, autonomous. First, we got the little robots driving around the cities, and now we got these little paper air remote control airplanes buzzing around, dropping stuff on you. So yeah, these catering, these gig apps, these delivery apps, you're really going to have to learn how to specialize in something to get paid. Now, of course, talking about catering, they can't go in, these machines can't go in and actually set up. So that's a type of specialized skill, presentation, making things look pretty, making things look presentable, having the line function properly, having the plates on one end, having the tortillas for your taco at the start, and then having your meats placed, throughout the table. Knowing these type things will get you paid a lot more money than a robot or AI will. But it's getting real out here, man. These robots mixed with AI, mixed with everything else. A lot of low barrier, a lot of entry level gigs and things we used to do for money are going to be gone within the next 5 to 10 years. And that's why I preach the medical courier game. That's why I preach getting your certifications, learning as many skills as possible, learning actually how to fix these robots, learning how to actually prompt AI. And so you can actually create your own website, create your own content, create your own things around these, create your own food delivery app or catering app or gig app. And whatever you want to do, bossing up, leveling up every year, every day. I don't want you guys doing catering apps and gig apps for 3 to 4 or 5 years. I want you to take this money, invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in a better vehicle, invest in some more training, invest in something to help you level up and make more money. Where I was 5 years ago, I am way past that where I am now. Had some setbacks, had to sometime come and start back at square one. Had my bank account hacked, had some bad business debt. Had my bank account garnished over 15,000, wiped out my checking account from a bad auto loan. So, these things you got to learn, these things you got to be resilient of. I'm not letting it stop me. I got right back at it on the grind, started doing some Ubering, started doing some delivery, got my money back up, got my account back up, and now I'm back straight. I didn't touch my retirement. I didn't touch none of my money I got sitting in the bank, my crypto, all that stuff. When I say zero, I mean my checking account. I could have dipped into that, but I just stayed down, didn't go out for a month, and just really had to run my bag back up real quick, man. I do stocks, I do day trading, I do a lot of stuff. Everything I do every hour of the day is pretty much focused on money until the weekend or till I'm out hanging with my kids. And then I get to spend the money on them and spend the money on whatever I want to do. All right. So that's it, man. This is live. Appreciate you, everybody who commented and commented. I got a floating heart. Ooh, what's this? Hey. I don't know what that means. It's a gift. Okay, cool. I got a super chat. Anybody want to drop a super chat on me for giving this good information? I appreciate you. We got Cash App and stuff too, but I just appreciate y'all tapping in, hitting that like button. Everybody just hit the like text. Just come in, leave a comment, say, hey, helps out with the algorithm, helps me get out to a wider audience and help more people, level up and boss up out here. All right. All right, then my last comment before I go. Yes, I want to have 10,000 a month. Yeah, that's the goal, bro. That's the goal. I'm roughly about in between 8 and 10 a month right now myself. Goal is get to about 12 to 15, and then ultimate like 30,000 a month. I can kind of start grossing 30,000 a month from different sources of revenue. Then I'm really, really going to be comfortable out here, can do whatever I want, and then get it to where it's semi-passive and get to the retirement phase, man. By getting on kind of up there. Dallas D-Town Boogie. Dick man, how to Dougie. It's Dallas, Georgia, Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Dallas. Shout out to Dallas. We still got people tapping in. We're going to keep the live going. I'm about to tap on now. We're going to keep the live going. We got some new comments. Dallas, Texas. Go ahead and find something for Dallas, Texas real quick. So we got in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Hit that like button, pay your like tax. That's all I ask. You're getting all this free information, free game, free sauce. Just hit the like button. It ain't gonna hurt your hand. It ain't gonna mess up your algorithm. It ain't gonna make you lose no money. And nobody gonna call you lame for liking the video, man. Just hit that like button. I should at least have 15 likes on this live before I end. I think you got 15 people watching now, and a couple of people came and gone while they're out delivering. I appreciate you. So here is Dallas, Texas. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on in Dallas, Texas. All right. So we got independent contractor delivery, parcel delivery, medical delivery. What's your thing, bro? What type of stuff you looking at? This was a catering app video. Yeah. Message me, Credit K. You can find me on Credit K, pretty much everything, or KJ Blackman. Or my email, down in the description too. Deshaun, definitely hit me up. We get on the phone, chop it up about some. And then oh, okay. Charity Hope. Hey, okay. You like medical? All right. So let's do this one. Here you go. MDS. This is a good company. Not sure if you heard of it before. If you have, let me know. Or let me know what companies you're driving for right now already. Wait, what happened? Oh, it went to ZipRecruiter. I'm like, what the hell? The website go? I ain't trying to do all this. This post expired 5 days ago. Okay, well, I need to take this on down then. But yeah, they're paying $850 a week. MDS, Medical Delivery Services, 6 to 8 hours. MedicalDeliveryServices.com. Let's see what all areas and states and cities they in. Drive for y'all. Yeah, we want to drive. 21 up. 3 years of driving experience. Got to have good insurance. And you need to set up an LLC. They make you guys set up your LLC. If you need help with that, we can do a consultation. I can help set up your LLC in any state. My consultations are not free, however. But like I said, AI, Chat GPT, Google, all the information is free and will help you guide you through a lot of this stuff. But if you want the nitty-gritty details and some little hacks and some secrets, what you need to do when formulate your business, I got 5 of them and started at least 6 businesses, with 3 of them being profitable over the years. I'm like 50-50 on on my businesses. But that's life. That's you gotta take chances to get rich. Elon Musk, a lot of these people, Ford, some of these old guys back in the day, new business guys, a lot of these started businesses and failed 2 or 3 times before they won. So what else cities we got? We got Dallas in the house. We found some medical courier work for my young lady out in Dallas. So background, what I recommend for background, is a lot of these companies don't check background, but most of the higher paying ones do. If you have a questionable background with some things, I always recommend you starting your own business. No one can make yourself take a background check. So if you actually working for yourself or some of these companies, if you start your business and get you an EIN number, you list your EIN number for these backgrounds. A lot of these ways is a way around it to come back and skating the background checks, or you just flat out start your business, do scrap hauling, get you a U-Haul, do small apartment moves. A lot of single moms need to move, to an apartment or not. Oh no, no, not you. I wasn't saying you. I'm just saying that with people, everybody somebody with a questionable background who made some mistakes in the past. You're trying to change life around. We're not gonna hold that against them. Everybody deserves a second chance. I believe in that. But when you're dealing with people's money and dealing with certain documents and medical things like that, especially prescriptions, they typically shy away when people with questionable background. So you got to do stuff like scrap hauling, junk hauling. A lot of these companies do not do background checks. I have an actual junk hauling video on this channel, so you can go ahead and check that out and share it with a friend, Diana. All right. Is anybody else while we just chatting? You know what I mean? NYC. Let's do NYC. What's Brooklyn zip code, Deshaun? Do New York. New York. And I'm from New York. New York. I got 100. Bitch, I'm from GA. GA. $75 an hour per chef up in New York. Because New York pay is going to be higher, because the cost of living is up there. So I don't want to get anybody skewed thinking you're going to be making $75 out in Alabama or something like that. I doubt that. Goddamn driver drop off. But yeah, here's stuff in New Jersey. This way I keep seeing this Sway company. What the hell are they about? Keep seeing this Sway logo everywhere, but I never heard of them before. And it's man. Delivery partners, New York, Sway. Get paid fast, pay on your next business, skip food delivery, avoid people. Okay, what the hell you delivering in? Oh, packages. Okay, so this is like kind of like a shipped or a freight. You just kind of pick up packages and deliver them. Say how much they paying though. Oh, $200 a day. Okay, ain't bad. Ain't bad. As long as you ain't working 8 hours. You're working 5 to 6 hours. I do that. I make $200 in about 4 to 5 hours. And the bag, yeah, about $50 an hour. Ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. So that's Sway. I believe Sway is in a lot more states. See, we can go to sway.com. Let me see what boy talking about. Sway delivery. Should be boy Sway. Yeah, found them. So yeah, they use this to get hired for their drivers. I just want to know about the company itself, though. Where they based out of? How long they been in business? And I cannot find these guys. But it might not be a real company. I don't know. We're gonna stay away from them right now. But MDS is a good medical courier for anybody who's looking for medical courier gigs, like Charity out in Dallas, Texas. All right. So continue to comment your city and state down below. Pay that like tax. Drop me a super chat. Cash out. Like give me a lunch. Buy me a beer. Friday. Give me all this good gospel. Give me all this good game while I'm sitting on these 4 o'clock on a Good Friday morning. Oh, my phone done died. I got another phone. Phone's on phone. Oh, Navy Federal Credit Union payment due today. I gotta make sure I don't miss that. All right, guys. Anybody else want to comment down this city and state? We're just doing a little overtime, little bonus. We're done with the main content. Catering app shows you about 10 to 12 catering apps. If you missed that, go ahead and hit the rewind button. Check out the replay on that. Got a couple of new friends on here. I appreciate you, everybody. Deshaun hit me up. Charity, shout out to you. Shout out to Union, Iowa City. Now, let's do Iowa City. That's a new one. That is a new one. First time I heard somebody say Iowa. I can't even spell Iowa. Iowa City. Nope. Sorry. Yeah. Nothing going on in Iowa City. Let's expand the radius out a little bit. There we go. We got to get up to Waterloo. Not sure how far Waterloo is. I don't think Iowa is a real big state, but I could be mistaken. Never been to Iowa. And they ain't paying too well. $19 an hour for prescription delivery. It's kind of mid pay, but you know, you in Iowa. Probably more money farming or something out there. I don't know what's going on in Iowa, but I think Waterloo is probably the biggest city out there. All right, that's it. That's the last one, guys. Let me go do something else with my life. I'll holler at y'all later.